And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem in the Crypto, episode 854. Today is Tuesday, December 14th, 2021, and I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
Tennis in today's top stories just did it. Nike enters the Metaverse game following RTFKT acquisition. German savings banks want to enable Bitcoin for 50 million clients. Dogecoin is actually back in the news today as they gain 25% after Elon Musk confirms Tesla will accept Doge for merchandise. And last but not least, recruiters say crypto firms seeking leadership in engineering, legal, and finance. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices for today, everything's in red pretty much. Bitcoin at $47,140, down 1.5% today. Coming in at number 2 is Ethereum, sliding under 4,000 at 3,801, down 2.8%. Binance Coin at $519 is down 3% today. Solana at $159 is down 1.1%. Cardano at 123, down 2.5% today. XRP sitting at 79 cents, down 1% today as well. Polkadot at 25.86 is down 3.6%. And rounding out the top 10 with a huge pump last night, which we'll discuss, Dogecoin at 19 cents is up 19% for the day. So pretty much all red, except for a few pumps here and there. For example, Moon Rocket Coin and all of this garbage right here. But Doge looks like the big winner based on some of the news from Elon.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. You're telling me Moon Rocket Coin is not the one to go after?
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the global reserve currency of the world. Just
I don't know. I think you're just hating because you don't want to get these gains, but whatever, bro.
These gains, bro.
All right. Really quick, want to give a quick shout out and a thank you over to Okex Exchange. That is right. We finally made it to exchanges, folks. That's that 20K plus get you. Now, Okex Exchange, want to say thank you to them today. They are today's show sponsor. Again, that is Okex Exchange. If you want to check them out, again, if you're a resident who can't check them out, make sure you use your VPN. One thing we always say on this show, regardless of exchanges, wallets, and all that good stuff, you can never have enough, because when it is at optimal trading times, you want to be able to get on different exchanges, different wallets, make moves happen. So OKX is one of those places you can go. They say they tout some of the lowest, if not the lowest fees in the market when it comes to trading fees. Demo trading, they also have as well. You can see here, this is their demo practice trading, how to practice trading crypto on OKX with demo trading, which allows you, new users to use virtual money to practice trading without actually risking losing any real money. You can learn more here under OKX Academy, as you see here. They also have an NFT marketplace. So again, for all those who love to mint and trade NFTs, you can also do that on OKX. And last but not least, OKX is available worldwide. So again, if you have any issues, use that VPN. But again, this is OKX. They're jumping into crypto, GameFi, NFTs, Bitcoin. They want all of you involved in that platform. So again, if you're looking for another crypto exchange, go ahead over and check out OKX. And again, thank you for that show sponsorship. We'll give them a quick shout out toward the end. Other than that, I want to give some quick shout outs to everybody in chat. Michael Kennedy, J.E. Walter, Chappie, Devontae, Leroy, Ali Pio, Satoshi, Fam, Junior, J.E., Milto, DC, Jason, Live Hunt Gang. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And yes, S1 Dub said that 10-ish allowed me to get here on time. There it is. All right, top story of the day. Not do it, but just did it. Nike enters the Metaverse game following RTFKT acquisitions. To me, letters, Bitcoin Zay. What's going on in this acquisition of Nike?
Oh, yeah. So, again, love that title. Nike, they are entering the Metaverse game, much like many other corporations will be doing as well. And they have purchased the, as you said, too many letters, RTFKT acquisition. And again, this is huge news. I've seen people say this may be the biggest news in the Metaverse so far. And they highlighted their submission of requests for patenting its namesake, swoosh logo, and the slogan, just do it for online and online virtual worlds. The filing was accompanied by 2 new job postings for virtual material designers, signaling the company's intent to enter the metaverse. So for those of you who have been listening to us, we keep telling you the metaverse is about to open up a whole new job industry, especially now, since it seems like every job is hiring. It seems like a lot of people are at home anyway. So it'll be a lot of people that can build in the metaverse if you have the skills. According to Nike, RTFKT will help the company deliver next generation collectibles that merge culture and gaming. So I can imagine being able to purchase shoes in the metaverse that you could also get in real life. Also goods, the way that you dress, some augmented reality there where you can collect or get collectibles, like they say, or NFTs. I can see all of that coming. So shout out to RTFKT. There'll be a lot more companies that'll get acquired and sucked up by these, huge corporations, just so they can basically enter the market without having to do the work. We've seen this before, and I'm sure it won't stop now. But shout out to Nike. I mean, it only makes sense if you're going to beat out your competition. Like right here, it says, welcome Adidas' entry. As I said, we can't wait to see Adidas in the metaverse. Sure, come on in. Yeah, come on into the metaverse so we can beat you here as well. So should be fun to see. A lot of big companies jumping on.
Yeah, it is going to be cool. These to me are some of the companies that make things move a little bit faster as far as innovation, because they're not coming in here to lose money. Like point blank period. It's something they all do well, is make inexpensive shoes seem very expensive. So with that being said, I'm assuming their game plan is going to keep rolling over to the metaverse, which is cool, because as they start to commercialize, to monetize, and do all these things in the metaverse, it's only going to bring more people. Wait until they have a new exclusive Jordan drop that like you said, hey, yeah, I know these are 13s. Y'all been wanting again for the 5th time this life if you're in your 30s. But we only gonna release this digitally this time. So what happens for shoe collectors when they start collecting digital shoes? The same way you start seeing NFTs. What happens when they start customizing the shoes? What happens when an artist becomes something so special? I mean, we saw it with rest in peace and shout out to Virgil. Virgil was redesigning Nikes, whoever, on behalf of them and stuff. But what if you see someone like that starts to really blossom in the metaverse? That would be pretty cool. So,
and hopefully more virtual shoes means they have to use less child workers on the real shoes. So that might help as well, and they'll keep their bottom lines. So that should be fun for Nike.
There we go. Aaron says, "Hey Zay, are you behind Lolly? I saw they were based in Fayetteville. Lolly based in Fayetteville?
Yeah, well, they're based in North Carolina. I know Alex, who's the CEO of Lolly. He lives in he's in Raleigh, Durham area. It's a lot of Bitcoin people in Raleigh, Durham area. If you didn't know, Pomp is from there. Max Kaiser lives in like Cary.
Fayetteville?
Huh? No, not Fayetteville. I'm just talking about North Carolina in general.
So, okay. Yeah,
there's a lot of them here, but based in Fayetteville.
I say Fayetteville. I might say the wrong name right. In Fayetteville. Let's see. Bon Fetus said, buy virtual shoes and dress your NBA 2K characters. That's actually that's true. When they link that in the video games, let's see. Fan said, currently reading Snow Crash and Hell. There aren't a lot of parallels. I haven't read that. I heard about it. And Fatima said, yes, those cool grades, 11 LOL in the metaverse. And Reno said, NFT is going to make it easier for his to get size 14. There we go. Let's see. What else do we have going on the news day? German Savings Bank wants to enable Bitcoin for 50 million clients. People, this is happening. It's happening slowly, but it's happening in front of us. This is why the price is being suppressed right now. Honestly, when everybody looks at the price of Bitcoin, we start talking numbers in comparison to fiat currency. Of course, I want to remind you, one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. But if you're comparing it to fiat and you're looking at it go up 66,000 US dollars, then back down to $40,000 and whatever else in between, again, that is the US dollar that is fluctuating, that's volatile. That's not actually Bitcoin. So to me, this is another bullish sentiment. We've been seeing it all year. Banks are jumping on, regulators are jumping on, countries are jumping on. Yet the price isn't showing that. And the reason why is because they don't want it to. If it shows it too early and everybody understands all the same, could you imagine when Bitcoin's over 100, 150K right now? An article came out that said Savings Bank was enabling it for 50 million clients. It'd be crazy. People would literally feel it's too late to buy it. So this is good news, bullish sentiment. According to the plan, 50 million savings bank customers would be able to buy Bitcoin directly from checking accounts. People, that's huge. Again, essentially, you can already do this, but they're trying to make it that you can't. They're trying to make you feel like you can't. But if you could imagine people dollar cost averaging directly from their bank accounts every week, every day, every third of the month or whatever, like this is what this bank will now enable people to do. Again, this is German Savings Bank are planning to allow customers to invest in major digital currencies like Bitcoin and Ether directly from checking accounts. The savings bank in German-speaking countries, also known as Sparkassen, are working on a pilot to launch an in-house cryptocurrency wallet and exchange next year. local business magazine Capital reported on December 13th. They're planning again to have this approved by next year in 2022. And a spokesperson said more and more consumers are interested in crypto assets. 1 in 10 customers of German savings bank states he or she owns or has owned crypto assets. Considering their expectations, the savings bank finance group has to look into crypto assets too. This is the only thing I'll say before I pass this over to you about using banks for your crypto assets and how easy it's going to become and all that. Watch it. Watch those numbers daily, because you think it's easy to manipulate and hide and steal your money essentially now from banks, which they do for those who don't know. It is going to be incredibly easy to do it with crypto and Bitcoin. And I can see people doing something as simple as like dollar cost averaging for 6 years or somewhere, a few months or whatever. And that Bitcoin number not aligning. And the bank being like, well, you know, it was this fee and it was that fee. And then the price went down here and then this and that. And the whole time you're like, yeah, but it still don't add up. They're like, well, yeah, this is the way we do business. And the next thing you know, you can't get in touch with them. I don't know. I think it's a slippery slope. For me, banks have shown you already they don't do a great job. So to go back to them when crypto is saying a lot. But again, I do understand. I've talked to many people who want that ease of use. They say they don't want to store it, remain custody. They're like, why would I want to be my own bank? I trust the bank. So we get it. And here's an option from German Savings Bank. What's your thoughts?
Oh, man. The reason why self-custody is so important, because if this bank, along with others, if they introduce the ability to hold crypto assets in your savings account or in their accounts, at first, I think it will look great. It'll be like, hey, I can get to my bank. I trust them. It's insured. However, if they do a clean sweep and they say, hey, we need this money as collateral, or something happens economically, your Bitcoin will be a part of it. So you have to assume the risk along with the reward. If the reward is, which I'm guessing they'll do, is some sort of small APY, 2%, 3%, something to keep you there. Like, oh yeah, keep your Bitcoin on our platform. But again, it's still very bullish sentiment, because this is one bank in one country, and in one city. Like, it's literally tens of thousands of these, and if they all do it at the same time, this is super bullish, because then people can buy regularly. I mean, we even have people on strike right now buying by the minute. So it's pretty big right now. But you also have to understand, these banks, they come in smiling, and they got their fingers crossed behind their back. So I mean, even though it's good to see, please don't keep it on a bank exchange. I mean, the crypto exchange is bad enough, but please don't keep it with a bank. They definitely can tie you up in a lot of litigation if they want to keep it, or if they want to ban it or keep it from you. So yeah, just be careful there.
Looking at some of these comments really quick, a lot of good comments. Let's see really quick. Aaron said, just wait. I can see Bank of America buying MetaMask or some other wallet down line. You know what, Aaron? I didn't even think about that. Holy, like, hot take. I can see that. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Like, for one, you're right. I can see something like that happening, which is why people are actually screaming for some of these projects to, like, yo, just do a governance token or something. Essentially, just so that it's almost like drawing that line and saying, it was like, yo, we can't go public. We can't sell. Like, we can't do these things. While we're not all the way DeFi, we're too far DeFi. We're too far on that scale to be controlled again. So, you know, not sure MetaMask is the one for that, but I do see some of these projects similar to MetaMask, because it's hard to say no to that money. If Bank of America come with 20 billion, 30, 40, 60 billion, I mean, who's going to say no? Now, the scary thing about that is, as soon as it happens, is like, well, what do we do with our MetaMask wallets? Same thing, looking at
delete.
I logged on to Exodus for the first time forever, because I still had like a couple of small assets on there. I was playing around with it, whatever. You know, you can stake stuff on there, whatever. I don't keep anything major on there, but it was like I forgot, it was a new update. Like, Exodus is doing so much right now. They are doing so much, but it was just to the point where it's like, you can't tell me all this shit ain't online. This is the hottest wallets at this point. Like, this is a super hot wallet. Satoshi Slim said, thanks for DeFi. Kingdom Gem in the crypto. Yeah, Alec G. Shout out to Alec G for doing that DeFi Kingdom walkthrough. We saw the comments. You all seem to like it a lot. So we will be bringing more of those back. And yeah, that was a really cool walkthrough again. So thanks again to Alec G. Make sure you all keep hitting him up and saying thanks. Hopefully we can give him to show his face. Alex said he ain't doxing himself yet. So he was behind the screen last time. Jake Fever, we were actually talking about this before the show, which is why we ran a couple minutes behind. I'm not going to lie. It feels like January of 2018, everyone's positive about the upside, while QE going down and down, but on-chain is different. The feeling is 2018-ish. We said the exact same thing, and to go along with that comment, I'll answer Crazy BX Don, who said, what is your estimated bottom range for Bitcoin between now and March of 2022? Before the show, we were kind of talking 30s. I think the absolute bottom will kind of be 30s. If we're lucky, a 28, 29. But I just don't see it slipping below 20. I see you say 25 and 15. I don't see those numbers because to keep it real, as myself as an individual, again, we were talking about this before the show. If that thing starts touching 25 and 15 again, I'm telling you now, I'm like, you're not gonna be able to catch me with Bitcoin next year. Not the normal person, not the average Joe. If it touches 25 to 15, King is telling you live right now. When it comes to percent of Bitcoin wealth, you're not touching me next year if it hits 15. You're like, what? Bro, what? I'm about to scoop up a couple real quick. So no, I don't think it goes that low, only because, like I said, there's enough people like me who aren't rich or anything, but we're enough in the middle class to be like, all right, if it dipped to 15, 20, we can make some things happen. And then the last but not least, really quick comment, XXXD. Any thoughts on Hyperverse / Hyperfund?
Not really, but I did see what's my guy's name? Spencer I forget his name, but he does all the scams. He just did a video on Hyperfund.
All right, check it out, people.
That's all I'm gonna say. Just check it out.
Check out Spencer's video on Hyperfund.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name. I guess I can pull it up, but yeah, just research for yourself.
Check it out.
Yeah,
we heard about it. You guys know us. If we're interested in something, we talk about it. So
yeah,
that's that. I've seen a lot from the sources I've been seeing it from, are usually the sources that makes me raise the eyebrow. So I've left it alone. But hey, we missed out on some projects before, right? But also we missed out on some scams before too. So I don't know. Dogecoin gains 25% after Elon Musk confirms Tesla will accept Doge for merchandise. That is right. Elon said, I'm not going to let you die. I pumped this thing. I won't dump on all of you. I want to make sure as many of you get back out of this thing as quickly as possible. Today was your day to do that. If you didn't, hey, enjoy the ride. But it looks like Doge will be the only cryptocurrency that Tesla currently supports once payments begin. Before Bitcoin, they adjusted the story and other Elon Musk shenanigans from the last 24 or so hours. One thing I do want to put it, again, this is the beauty and the power of crypto. And this is why the government, regulators, banks around the world, not just specific to the United States. We're not just trying to stick it to the man, Sherman. We're not just trying to be hip and cool, as you said in a congressional hearing. Again, I'm not sure why you would use those lame ass jokes then, but whatever. No, it's not that. It's just the fact that all it takes is for two people to use the cryptocurrency for it to be real. If Bitcoin Zay and I right now create the gentleman of crypto coin in front of you in 15 minutes, that's how long these things take. If we create a coin and all of you say, yo, we just saw you take 15 minutes, it's bullshit. And no one on this planet uses it. As long as Zay takes it, then I'm good to go. As long as I take it from him, then him and I are good to go as far as our value transactions. That's all it takes. So I go back to Dogecoin. Doge not think it's going to be the coin of the future, the monetary system in the future, anything in the future. I think if anything, this is irresponsible for Tesla, for Elon Musk and Tesla to be doing. I really do just think this is irresponsible when you have 60% of a project within 20 or 30 wallets. And then like, this is irresponsible, but whatever, it is a great money play from a business. So I get it. It definitely attracts people to Tesla. And if anything, he might be looking at a long-term strategy where, hey, maybe the goal isn't to get people to use Dogecoin to buy Tesla now or any of this. Maybe the people who like Dogecoin, which are generally younger, the meme coin era, maybe he's just priming them up to buy their Teslas 3 to 4 to 5 years from now. And one of the ways he's doing it is just by saying, hey, remember the Dogecoin fiasco? I was in there. Hey, I'm one of you guys. It was part of the cool kid thing. Here's a 2026 Tesla for you and your family now. So that's my only thing behind it. But again, I do think it's irresponsible because, again, Doge, like based on the code, the technical aspects of it is not the crypto of the future. But hey, all it takes is two people to use it. And it looks like two people will be using it. But again, what else is going on with this Dogecoin and Elon Musk fiasco here?
Oh, man. Yeah, well, he did an interview saying that Tesla or that Dogecoin he thinks is better for payments. And then here he is saying that he's accepting it for payments. Not surprised there. However, I'm going to be honest, just kind of tired of hearing his name associated with Dogecoin as if he actually cares. I believe, again, this is a future play because he sees what's coming. Also, he's so rich, he probably doesn't care that much because he's not letting his Teslas be bought with Doge right now, just the merch that they have viable. And I'm sure he took a page out of Mark Cuban's playbook. If you sell goods that aren't really big for your bottom line for Doge, that's a good testing ground. And of course, Dogecoin is faster and easier to send because nobody uses the chain for anything else. And for the most part, if you want to make purchases, like King said, any crypto has value if more than two people are using it. That's it. So if it has enough value, people can spend it. It is whatever. But as far as much higher potential than Bitcoin, yeah, that's not true at all. And it doesn't sound like Elon's going to make it if he keeps that mindset, which I don't think he has. But it's sort of semi jokes, semi getting ready for the future. Because again, a lot of meme coiners coming up in the era right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting too. Like, you know, rest in peace, Maccabee. Maccabee went to prison, of course, extradited, went to prison, and eventually died essentially in prison for pump and dumps. They were saying that you were in 2017, you were putting, I mean, he was, you know, new coin every not forget every day. Some days he had 2-3 coins tracking in one day. I was like, hey, go ahead, Maccabee, get that bag. You talk about shilling. That's the thing, and that's the thing too. You got weirdos on yesterday when we were saying that we would be off. Of course, we have Fumble McBumble, whatever his name is, who still follows us, who loves us but hate us. He made a remark on Twitter, was like, oh, what coins are you all shilling this week? I said we have 4 projects, and if you're listening, Fumble, as you saw, Okex, thank you for that sponsorship today. We shilling exchanges today, baby. Hey. But back in 2017, if you wanted to see some real like what actual coin shilling looks like, 2017 was the time. Maccabee was literally on Twitter all day, like, I don't know, XYZ project.
Buy Verge.
He's like, buy it now. It's happening. It's the next best thing. Rockets, moon. This is the one. And you're gonna lose your life savings. You're like, that's shilling. That's shilling. And that's what he was doing. But to be fair, there weren't any rules around it, and a lot of people were doing it. It was not just him. He was probably one of the more noticeable people. He made a lot of money. I think actually what they try to get him for is probably more or less the taxes than the actual shilling of the coins. Regardless of whatever happened, though, he got arrested for it. Like, he got arrested for it. So now it's just kind of weird. Again, it's kind of the same thing, very tasty impact. So it's just like, all right, well, Maccabee can't shill coins and all this, but literally 2 or 3 years later, you got Elon Musk and Mark Cuban talking Dogecoin. Like, to me, that's the shill. Because it is like, come on, it's an irresponsible project. But
hey, man, if every time you mention it, it goes up 20% and then it dumps right back down. That is exactly what was happening with McAfee and with other people as well. Literally, you mention it, it goes up and then it drops right back down. There's something there, but at the same time, it's kind of, what do you do?
And you're telling me after 2 or 3 times mentioning it, and it goes up and down, and none of those times, and even those future times, you say, oh, I can make this market shift 20%. 20%. If I put however much of my portfolio in it, I know a tweet can shift this market 20%. But I won't invest because I'm already wealthy, even though I still have a business. Like, this is why it doesn't even make sense. Even though he's wealthy, he still work every day, right? All right, that means he would invest 20% of his portfolio. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Like, maybe I wouldn't believe it if it's like, no, I don't work, period. Like, what does Draper do?
Big investor.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he just invests in everything.
Sip mojitos and spend money. Like, you feel me? Like,
him and his son Adam, boy, they be out there investing.
Are they clocking in? Is it somehow I don't know? Are they clocking in every day? But you mean to tell me Elon, the wealthiest man on the planet, is clocking in every day? Oh, all this guy, he works this, that, and the other. And he spots business opportunities. He's the wealthiest man on the planet. He spots business opportunities, but he's not going to do an automatic 20% opportunity. Come on, man. Come on. Who y'all talking to? Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, and speaking of that DeFi Kingdom with Alec, if you all remember, he was talking about those cards. You haven't seen that video, check out the video. He's talking about those 0-day cards, whatever. I did talk to him already. We're gonna try to actually I'm gonna try to do some of those 0-day cards if it's worth it. Alex says worth it. It's some investment. I say I'll go in with him, because if it is worth it, we'll see hopefully halfway next year how big it gets. Let's see. Craig Stevens is going on. How we feeling about the progress on the Stacks chain? Started learning smart contract coding and feeling like Clarity/Stacks is a good bet if Bitcoiners are willing to get on board.
Oh yeah. Well, Stacks, as far as the coding language that he's referring to, Clarity, they have courses out now. Code Academy. I believe Coursera is developing one. They have like six-week courses to go from zero to developing smart contracts, building on Bitcoin. A lot of Bitcoin maxis, or sort of the diehards don't want to accept it. Who cares? So it doesn't. If Bitcoiners want to build on it, they can. If not, they don't have to. But it is a great way to build smart contracts on Bitcoin. Probably the best, most intuitive language I've seen for that. The other ones, RSK, Liquid, they're fine. But building on Bitcoin, I think Stacks is the best bet, which is why I started building on Stacks. So yeah, great to see there. And definitely, if you have time, take a 6-week course, learn smart contracts. I'm sure there'll be plenty of companies building on top of Bitcoin, building DeFi products. Prepare yourself for the future.
Thank you, Larry. That's what it was. It was sports betting on Exodus. That's what popped up. I forgot. Yeah, I can remember.
Wow. You got sports betting on Exodus? Man, I ain't been on that in a
bro. Exodus, and I'm not gonna lie. I actually will keep using the wallet for that. I'm just using it like once it's. I gotta check it again. I do remember seeing the update. And I did a story on it as well. I will continue to use it. I know I said I would not. What I won't do is continue to custody, like use a large portion of my accounts in there. For those who bought the master class, you do know I have had like some bigger accounts in there. I'm not going to do that, but what I will use it for is the sports betting and all that. As long as you all understand, it's the same as walking into Vegas. Like you're at a centralized spot, all eyes are on you. Do it, play it the right way. If you take home 50 G's off Exodus moving forward, just make sure you like, hey, gang, here go 25. I know how the game go. All right, like we square. All right, we square. All right, so just make sure you save half a game because you know they're not going to ask twice. Let's see. Couple of comments. Did we hear about Zuga coin out of Nigeria? I did not hear about that. Did you?
Nah, I never heard of it.
I heard that. Let's see. Gu Remy, I think the lowest it goes is the year open price. Very possible. Reno said, what's up with the likes? Make sure we smash those likes and share. Leroy, I'm not sure why you said his name, but I'm actually planning on reaching out to him. It might not work out, but give him a shout out. Tell him to tag this episode for him. But shout out to Spencer Cornelia. Have you heard of Spencer already, Zay?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
What's that?
When they asked about Hyperfund.
Oh, that's Hyperfund. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different Spencer. That's why I'm thinking about the Spencer who's been doing because his name is similar. I'm thinking about the Spencer who does the what is it? The scam videos. This is his new YouTuber out.
That's
that is him.
That's what I was saying. He just did one on Hyperfund. So I posted.
Really?
I just put it.
Bang! Shots fired. Oh, y'all done. Hyperfund has done it. Let's talk about it.
That's what
let's talk about it.
I just watched it last night. That's why it's funny somebody brought it up.
I'm bringing this up.
The first time I ever heard about Hyperfund, I got handed a card at the conference that they were having in Miami, and I was just there visiting with Black Wealth Renaissance. Shout out to them. And they were telling me about it, and I was like, I don't know what that is. But it was like, everybody here keeps saying it. So I was like, I'll look into it. I kind of did, not really. But then last night, literally, Spencer Cornelia is right there. I just posted it in the chat. But yeah, Spencer Cornelia, the video is called "The Ponzi is Coming Down" or whatever. And
I'm bringing it up right now.
So again, this is what we gotta say. You end up on if Spencer starts talking about it.
My fault. You said what? I didn't mean to
go ahead, play it.
No, I wasn't gonna play it. It's 16 minutes. But what I was going to say, so this is my underground rapper that's blown up. I'm kind of mad. But low-key, this is why I like Spencer, and I've been like him. And for our Warriors right now, do us a favor. I don't know what his Twitter or his whatever is. Make sure you tag him up. Just say I'm Jim in the crypto. Want to reach out to him. It's a real crypto educators. And the reason why I say it is because, man, he's been doing God's work for the crypto industry. I've seen about 3 videos of him already. I'll say 2 for sure, maybe 3, where he's calling out crypto scam artists. Like that's like it's such an easy target to go out there. And the 2 or 3 he called out already were real ones. He was like, one lady don't know what she's talking about. She had another courses misspellings, and then she offered a crypto course where it's being assumed she might have sold like 3,000 of her courses or something, just made her over $1 million, and she's fraudulent. It's crazy. He covered her. He covered another one who essentially just shows her breasts and talks crypto, but don't know what she's talking about. He was like, boom. As you can see now, he's doing Hyperfund here. I'm telling you now, if he's doing Hyperfund, it's over. He does a really, I give him his flowers. He does a very good job of doing his research and then coming back. So again, we didn't want to say anything publicly, as you saw toward the top of the show, but Spencer already threw the shot out there and the shot out there.
Hyperfund. I was like, I'm not saying that is nothing, but every time I see Spencer talking about something, in my mind, it goes in the garbage. Like that's like because he's very thorough, does his research, very articulate. And he doesn't have a dog in the fight. It's not as if he's trying to take people down, so to say. It's just people are tired of dealing with people who are putting them in stuff like this.
And I will say, so I haven't done it yet. I've been waiting. This is actually my marketing plan. I don't know if it's going to work if he's interested. I actually was going to reach out to Spencer, though, because I had started to notice him doing all the fraudulent crypto shit. I'm like, bro, like partner with somebody with a real masterclass in, like you got to get a solution, homie. Don't just give, hey, don't just tell them all this crypto stuff is fraudulent. You got to get the solution. So I was gonna reach out to Spencer. Make sure you all hit him up. Tell him Jim in the crypto looking for him because he's been doing God's work. But yeah, check out this video, I guess, on Hyperfund from Spencer Cornelia. Yeah, when you said it, I was like, that name sounds familiar. But I was like, bro, it's this new dude out here. Oh man, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, he's making our job that much easier. He about to get rid of a bunch of YouTubers. Really quick, real talk. Thank you for the tip. Charles Hoskinson is developing a bridge between Cardano and Ethereum. Is this a nothing burger or monumental? Thanks. My quick 2 Satoshis is this. I get it. A lot of people are building bridges to other projects because they're saying, hey, this will make it more basic compatible with that project. Other developers can build them both, bridge things together. It doesn't have to be a separate entity. However, I used to always say this, like whenever it comes to people migrating to different countries or whatever, or immigrants and all that other stuff, the royal families, the wealthy people, the people in charge, they very rarely, if ever, leave. And there's a reason why. They don't care about no bridge. England didn't say we need a bridge from America back to England. They didn't care about no boat. It wasn't until it was too late that they was like, damn, we can't control America. Them little terrorists over there wilding. It wasn't until it was too late. But my point is, good projects, things with value to me, aren't necessarily looking, especially early on, to bridge and to copy and do this. I mean, if you look at it like that, to me, is more monumental because it's saying a lot about that project. It's like, stop worrying about bridging and being friends and partners with them. You're supposed to have a competing product. Compete. So that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts, Zay?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't listening right there. I'm gonna read these comments.
All good. Charles Hoskinson developing a bridge.
Charles Hoskinson.
Or down on Ethereum bridge. Yay or nay?
I believe it's a nothing burger. He's been promising stuff forever. Until he comes out with something, I'm gonna go ahead and defer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like let's say he does build a bridge in the works between Cardano and Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum still has a lot going on. Cardano, what will we do when we cross this amazing bridge? I can't tell if you coughing or laughing to keep it real. All right, last story but not least. I know we got to run. Recruiters are in the news. Recruiters say crypto firms seeking leadership in engineering, legal, and finance. Hand clap as these crypto jobs continue to blossom. That is right. Talent recruitment experts say that crypto firms are in dire need of the best leadership available to scale their business. Here we go, really quick. I want to say this. Let me get this screen. Hey, like I'm on ESPN. So, hey, put the camera on me. Like Stephen A. Put the camera on me. Right there. Put that zoom in. There we go. Zoom in. You saw that zoom in go? Put the camera on me. No. Seriously. Couple things, people. As much noise is in this market, and we participate in noise because you all want to talk about the noise and talk about the different things, but we try to keep it simple. Buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. Once you have your Bitcoin, then go play and go crazy. Okay. Now some of you are saying, well, Bitcoin's 40-something K. Hey, when we was telling people to buy Bitcoin, it was 400. All right. To keep it real and to be fair, when we were giving away Bitcoin and telling people to buy it initially, it was less than 400. So we've done our job. All right. Hey, just because it's more now, it's always been one Bitcoin. We've always said
always been one Bitcoin.
We've always said one Bitcoin. So I want to keep talking about that as we continue to shield more projects this week, apparently on the sponsorship. Want to make sure we say Bitcoin. But the second thing I want to say is this. If you cannot afford to buy a whole Bitcoin, you're working on dollar cost averaging, all that. The second best thing you can do, and this is what separates us from these other channels, this is why I like Spencer calling out these people. It isn't a get rich quick scheme. It is not Dogecoin. It is not Shiba. It is not Hex. It is not Hyperfund. It is not BitConnect. It's not Ethereum. It is not altcoin XYZ. The next best thing you can do outside of dollar cost averaging and buying Bitcoin is to educate yourself to a high enough level where you can work in this field. Yes. Because if you can get your education up and get a job in this field, you will be getting paid so much money within a year and a half, you will be able to up your Bitcoin holdings, either from the fiat currency you're making and buying it with, or if you actually learn about this shit and work for a crypto company, they're going to pay you in Bitcoin. They're going to pay you in people just because we don't do it publicly. Do you know how much Bitcoin we still award, give away, pay? Like we still use Bitcoin on a daily basis. So the next best thing you can do is to work for a company, no matter if it's $50 worth or $10,000 worth, where you're getting this Bitcoin every month for your services. So I want to make sure I point that out. All these other channels and people.
That's really life advice. Find a high paying skill and then save your money in the best savings vehicle, Bitcoin, and then go from there. But if you don't have a high paying skill, you're going to constantly be in the same circle. So this is the perfect opportunity to learn it, and the jobs are scarce. You talk about scarcity. this is where you need to go. You get paid even more than your counterparts.
And to be clear, people, this isn't what we think. This is being proven to you. Like, look at Bitcoin Zay. You know what I mean? This isn't hey guys, I think if you're behind on your crypto, what you could do is start working in the industry, maybe make some more. That's not like a maybe. This is I do it, Zay does it, other people do it. Bitcoin Vegan, Justin did it. He wrote a book, From Bars to Bitcoin. He has a program getting started. Like, people have done it and are doing it. So again, things in crypto you want to consider. Buy Bitcoin first. Second, learn about cryptocurrency. Don't go into altcoin crazy. Learn about it. Just educate yourself. There will be a position for you. Third thing is then when you start going into all these altcoins and investments, because then you playing with house money no matter how I look at it. We lose 10, 20K, so what? I work for a crypto company. I'm going to make another 10, 20K. You're not worried about it. But want to throw that out there. But again, really quick, to close the show, this story again, recruiters say crypto firms seeking leadership in engineering, legal, and finance. Talent recruitment experts say that crypto firms are in dire need of the best leadership available to scale their businesses. Something we have been saying since 2017 when it started getting big. We was like, hey, the educational piece is important. Also, I want to point out, this isn't just crypto firms. If you've noticed in the past, it's been Bank of America hiring people, MasterCard. What was the company today? German Savings Bank will be hiring people. Nike is going to be hiring people. What's bigger than all these companies actually hiring people? Them saying, holy shit, this is so disruptive. This is so much going on. We can't even do the hiring. We need to hire a recruitment firm to do it. Now you have recruitment firms out there literally canvassing the United States and the globe for talent for these companies. Like, this is here. Is in, people. So again, the crypto industry has enjoyed astronomical growth over the last couple of years. Now talent recruitment experts say that crypto firms are in dire need of good leadership to scale their businesses. Again, David Richardson, partner at executive search firm Hendrick and Struggles. That's actually pretty funny. Told Cointelegraph, it's all driven by the growth rate of these firms and hiring leaders that can help them continue to scale and continue to keep pace with the growth rate in business. Crypto companies are looking for executives who have scaled businesses successfully. They're ready to onboard such talent without prior knowledge of crypto or digital currency. Oh, wow. Added Hendrick and Struggles engagement manager, Adriana. We're seeing a lot of need for heads of engineering leaders who have built teams of scale. So essentially what's happening, and again, we've said this publicly on this show many times, a lot of developers in this space start projects. I don't mean they're the best business leaders. And then essentially you get to this inflection point of how to grow this business, but actually grow the project developing. And it's usually tough for them to do both. So I think this is what this is about. They're like, all right, we have the developments and we have the projects, we have the companies. Now we need the top engineers who've already been successful to come over here. My only thing about it, this is the whole, if you're tall, you can play in the NBA. And it's like, not really. You still need skill. So that's my only thing about this, where they're saying, hey, you don't need any crypto, whatever, just come on board. And they're assuming that since you're so smart and so good at your job, whether you're an engineer or a team lead or whatever, then you naturally pick it up. I think they might find a little bit more of a learning curve, but regardless, it's still cool to see this hiring going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's always good. It's definitely a base hit. And they'll figure out really quickly, if they don't know anything about crypto, how much they're going to have to learn. And they'll be bringing in a lot more younger people who know it, sort of like the social media age. Remember all these companies that were like, social media, what do we need that for? Now you got Wendy's tweeting McDonald's, tweeting Coca-Cola, because they had to bring in a bunch of 20-year-olds to teach them that this is the new way to market. Well, this is the new way of finance. And if you got to bring in a 19-year-old with crazy hair and tattoos, but he knows everything there is to know about a certain crypto or about coding, you got to do it. So they may hire some C-suite level people. They do need people in legal, accounting, project management, definitely design. But of course, long-term, they still want people with experience. So again, that could be you though. I mean, if, say right now, you're a 22, 23-year-old fresh out of college, no options. All you know about is crypto. You can start there. In 10 years, you'll be the one with seniority. You're 30 years old with a 6-7-figure job at that point. So definitely got to start somewhere. Glad to see.
All right, start today. Seriously, like you're right about that. All right, last comments before we call the show. Bitcoin Benito, thank you for the tip. When in the world are universities going to start offering crypto majors? Is way past due. They would know more about that. When is that going to happen? And it hasn't been happening, I guess, already.
Well, because the education system is so slow, one of the things they're doing is supplementing that education with blockchain groups. I know MIT has had courses for a while. We actually did a whole show on them. I know Stanford, a few other ones have courses, but not a major. It'll come soon. It just takes time. Education market moves pretty slow, like real estate. It's old legacy it's a lot of moving parts. You got to get objectives signed off. You got to get, I mean, which department would it be taught in? Like it's a lot of different things that go into it. So best thing right now is just supplement it with blockchain and Bitcoin groups.
Let's see. Kale said Elon Musk is trying to recoup them taxes he had to pay out in another form. Oh yeah. And someone else said, I wonder like how much Siva said how much Tesla merchandise is really out there. Listen, I think him and Mark, they just selling it. Every dollar they get back from Doge, like to them it's free. Like they're mass producing t-shirts and shit, people.
Yeah.
What? Here's some Dogecoin. I flipped that to Bitcoin all within the same day. Bitcoin go up in percentage by next year. What? Makes sense. Let's see. Aaron, you can email us at KRBE at KRBEcrypto.com. If a project wants to do an AMA with you guys, who should they talk to? So yeah, just shoot us an email. We'll get that going. We actually have some more AMAs coming up as well too. So no worries. Let's see. Aaron said what Elon say, I pump, but I don't dump. Let's see. Hustler's gonna hustle. You already know it. There we go. Jake Fever just stacked my Miami coin, got my first rewards yesterday. Shout out to Jake Fever. This is one of his hoodies. As I said, it's one of my new favorite hoodies. I've been wearing it a lot. I got to get my other ones back out in rotation. Let's see. Is Exodus safe? Like I said, Exodus, I feel like Exodus is safe as of now, but as far as like long term, I'm not saying it's not safe. I'm just saying it will be centralized. I think it'll be, they already talked about going public. They got the Exodus coin. They've been talking about it. So when it happens, it's no way it stays any type of DeFi. I just don't see it. You're going to have shareholders. What? You better bring me back my money. Like what? I don't care what you got. Hey, you only got 7% this month. We wanted 10%. Only thing we can do to get more money is sell this data. Okay.
Not selling data, my boy.
Give me my money. Let's see. Leroy said, yeah, Spencer is hilarious. Let's see. Last few comments, saw some good ones. Someone said, what's up with the NFT these days?
Somebody already took the name, but we'll find another way to slide it in.
Did they really?
Yeah, somebody already took it, but at the same time, that don't mean anything. That can be bought later. It's too much going on, bro.
You said lied too many times.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, last but not least, thank you for the tip. Real talk. Smorgasbords of gems today. The best crypto show on earth. Again, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yes, and Crazy BX down. We will be having a live discussion Zoom sessions on the horizon for the masterclass. As far as just a regular one, yeah, we'll probably do one more pretty chill, relaxed video before the end of the year where we just sitting back drinking beers, talking crypto as well. Other than that, you got anything Bitcoin say?
Nothing. Just big shout out to all the warriors. Just looking through all these comments, we definitely have the best chat. We give away a lot of gems.
Man, that chat is real.
You can sit in the chat with no experience, just write down everything everybody's saying, and you could be up to speed in a couple weeks. So yeah, we have, I believe, one of the smartest groups in the world. Not on here just throwing out coins to shield, but actually giving solid projects and ways to actually win in this market. So shout out to our warriors. Appreciate you all.
Yeah, shout out to the warriors. Hey, much appreciate the support from you all. Again, whether you all know it or not, like we said, we will be waking up talking crypto regardless every day, but to literally come on the stream every day early in the morning, the warriors definitely encourage us to do that, like for real, because that's very motivating when you wake up. You're like, I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. When you have the ability to wake up and go back to sleep every day, trust me, it's not hard to do. but you all make us want to stay awake and put in a little bit of work. All right. Last but not least, again, shout out to Okex. Thank you again for today's show sponsor. Last but not least, again, Okex. They're saying they have the lowest fees in the market. They have a demo trading academy, as you can see here, where you can actually practice virtual trading using virtual money. So you're not actually risking and losing any real money. They have the NFT marketplace. And again, they are available worldwide. If you can't get on OKX, go ahead and use that VPN. But again, it's not a bad thing to be plugged in on a bunch of different exchanges everywhere. The links will be in the description. So again, thanks for that. Make sure you smash that like and share, and we will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news.